Hello there, this is Rabbi Donnie Locker, and I'd like to tell you a true story that I made up, because I only make up true stories. Our story is about a man named Hugh, no, not you, H-U-G-H, Hugh Hugphrey. Now, Hugh grew up on a massive farm, and he inherited this farm, and he was, I guess you could say, potentially wealthy. He had a very, very large estate. The farm. This farm had the ability to produce dairy products. It had the ability to produce lots and lots of grain, lots of healthy things that are gross and you don't want to eat. Spinach and I don't even know all the green okra. I've never even met an okra. I don't know what okra looks like, but I've heard it's green and very healthy. Broccoli. The farm was able to manufacture all these things. And chickens, and they had huge farmhouses, barns, and grazing fields for sheep and cattle, and they had huge amounts of wheat and barley and oat and spelt and rye and millet. I don't know what millet is either, but imagine that if millet and okra got married, their children would be just horrendously healthy and it would taste terrible. But anyway, you grew up and he has this farm and he decides he wants to go into business. So he goes to financial advisor. Financial advisor tells him, well, sir, you have this large estate, you have this huge farm. With a little bit of investments, you can actually make this into a massive multi-million-dollar business. I mean, it's easy, easy money. You? Who should run it? You. Me? No, you. Okay. So he's like, I'm thinking about it. I like the idea of making this farm. You know what? Instead, I'm going to make a different business. And you might not know, Hugh's last name was, I told you actually, Hugh Hugphrey. Not Humphrey, but Hugphrey. And actually, it was kind of funny because Hugh really loved giving hugs. He was a real hugger. And he was an expert hugger. I mean, people loved his hugs. So he was like, you know what? I have this great idea. There's this new thing called the internet. We're going to make a website, and it's going to be called hugfree.com. Spelled hugfree.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give out free hugs because everybody wants a hug. And the financial advisor's like, first of all, if you're giving it out free, how are you making money? He's like, well, you have this whole great farm going. Like, why would you mess with that? So no, this is what I'm going to do. And Hugh creates the website, a great website. He pours money into it, and he gets professional huggers in many different cities. And sometimes people are down, they're not feeling great. They just want a hug. And they had different options for the bro hug, for the one-armed hug, for the cheer you up kind of hug, for the hey, your team just won kind of hug, for the awkward hug, the less awkward hug. There were 7 different levels of awkwardness for different hugs. And you created this website, hugfree.com, and it was great. There were free hugs, but there was always additional fees for upgrades and memberships. You can get a membership that costs some money. He actually started making money. And you and hugfree.com ends up becoming a very successful business. Now, he's doing this for several years, and it's going great. In the meantime, of course, he totally neglects the farm because farm is not a thing that he cares about. It's not a business that's interesting to him. Well, he is a mogul. He's riding high. He invests more money into hugfree.com. He gets an app when apps start becoming a thing. And free hug apps, they make a thing where the phone has an attachment that can wrap around you and feel like a hug. They sell these clingy things that you can wear around you like a hug. He becomes the king of hugs. Remember, this is a true story. I made it up, but it's true. Well, everything was riding great until the early part of 2020 when we all know what happened. COVID-19, the coronavirus hits, and hugs become a thing of the past. Suddenly his entire business, hugging people, done. Illegal. Social distancing. You can't touch people. He tries doing 6-foot social distancing masked hugs. It doesn't work, right? Because nobody wants a social distance 6-foot away hug. It doesn't really do anything. Pretend hugs, air hugs, nothing works. His business crashes and burns and fails, and he has to shut down. It goes bankrupt, and it's over. Well, he figures, that was a great run. 12 years running this business and very successful. Now I'm kind of out of cash, but the good news is I have a great farm. And he goes to the financial planner and they visit the farm together. He hasn't been here in over 12 years. They get to the farm and they see the place is beyond a disaster. Not just that it wasn't taken care of. Because it wasn't taken care of, animals had broken in. Fires had broken out. Things were chewed up. The buildings had been burnt down or corroded beyond use. The fields were so overgrown with things and had gotten all kinds of fungus growing. And basically the financial advisor tells him, I'm sorry, Mr. Hugphrey, but this farm is unusable. It would take many millions of dollars to totally rebuild this farm from scratch. You could sell the land. It might pay off your debts from Hugphrey, but you're not actually going to be able to start a business. Perhaps you should have invested in the field that you already had. Perhaps you should have used the farm that was your business before trying to get into something else. God gives us many blessings in our lives. So many wonderful things. You have talents. You have abilities. You have things that you are better at than anyone else. You have things that are distinct about you that nobody else has. There are things that are special about you. Yet so many people live their lives looking at what other people have. They don't look at their own field and they say, well, I can go ahead and maybe I can succeed if I would do that. If I would be like that. If I could have that person's life. We just want what they have. And sometimes for a time we're successful. Because you can go ahead and copy someone else's talents and copy someone else's life and try to live like them, and for a while you can succeed, for a while you can be happy, but the truth is, it's very short-lived. God gave you a field. You have your own incredible source of inspiration and growth and meaning in your life. If you go ahead and you nurture that, nourish that, then go ahead and do other things as well. Don't let your own areas of inspiration, your own areas of growth and talent go to waste. Think about yourself. What are the things that you enjoy? What are the things that you are good at? What are the skills that you have? What are the tools that God granted you? What does your family have that gives you an advantage? What does your body or your brain or your emotional makeup have that other people might not have? Don't ignore those things. Cultivate those things. If you do, you'll always be successful. But if God forbid we go ahead and we say, no, I want someone else. I want to start my own website. I want to change. I want to do something else. I want to ride the wave of what is popular right now. You might be successful for a while, but make sure that it doesn't end up crashing and burning your own little farm. I hope you enjoyed, and I certainly hope that you continue listening. I know it's been a little while since we posted. Back from the summer, we hope to post regularly again. Certainly, if you like this podcast, go ahead and whatever platform you're looking at, like, subscribe, share with the world, and I'm so glad I was able to share with you this true story that I made up.
True story.